Alright, bike's all rigged up with the external battery. Just for now, I'm going to run this battery by itself. It is fully charged, 100%, so it should be 60 volt. I'm just going to do medium cruise through the neighborhood, just to condition the battery a few times. I only want to drain it down to about 60% max. Like I said in my other video, I'm going to recharge it back up, do a cycle, same way, 3 times, condition the battery, charge it back fully, and then do a full street run. Maybe sometime next week. I do have battery blender supposedly on the way. Should be delivered today. So there it is right there. Did come with this adapter. It's got an XT60 cable plug, a little extension to an XT90. So XT90 to the speed controller. And like I said before, this right here is the battery plug for the bike, the original battery. So if I need to, any issues, I can unplug this external battery, plug it back into the bike battery that it came with, and just ride around, come back home. But shouldn't have any issues. Like I mentioned before, goal is to sustain top speed because it does run down after a few miles, and then range. When I get up there on the range, at least double. Just on the bike battery, I can get 20 miles total distance, but that's mixed speeds. So with the second battery, same size, 20,000 milliamp hours, hopefully at least 35, maybe 40. Alright, I think we're ready to rock and roll. Some rain in the distance, hopefully it just thins out, doesn't come near us. It does come with a weatherproof cover, so a waterproof cover over the bag. And make sure you keep these external batteries also dry. Let's get going. We roll out. Right now I've got it on speed, pedal assist 3, so I should max out on about 30. Little street ride there, just a quick burst. And speed control 4, pedal assist 4, and torque is about the same. So I'm going to keep it at speed assist 4, just run it down moderately. Cruising around, speed modes 3 and 4, so about 25 to 30 miles per hour. So you saw me ride on the back roads, and for just that short duration. Looks like I got just under 3 miles. It's dipping down to 85% battery. It is a 20,000 milliamp battery, same size as the stock bike battery, but it's going to need conditioning, you know, just for it to retain its charge, for the BMS to do its thing and cycle the battery, so it balances out. So like I said before, after about 3 to 4 charges, cycling through only about 60% discharge from 100, it should retain more capacity, and then eventually get even stronger. That's what I noticed on the stock bike. It got stronger after a few cycles, so I'm hoping the same thing on this. The battery blender did arrive. I'm going to connect that next, but it's going to continue riding on this external battery. So far so good. Alright, successful ride on this external battery. Did total of, according to this GPS, 10.3 miles, so not bad. I only ran it down to 60% battery. So ran it down to 60%, and easily this will get over 20 miles if you do mixed speeds. Average speed 20 miles per hour, max speed actually in gear 4, only used pedal assist 4, got up to 35.5 miles per hour. So mixed throttle, some on the street, some on the back roads. Super good ride, and it should work out great for this battery. So I'm going to let it cool off, recharge it back to 100%, do that for a few more cycles, and then connect it with the battery blender right down here. Just received it in the mail, and once I get that installed, connect it in parallel. So 60 volts, basically 40,000 milliamps worth of power there. Alright, checking on the battery. I opened the bag here so it cools off better. When I did do that ride, it was barely warm. Right now it's cooling down, so I'll let it cool off, and the battery did recover back up to 65%. So not bad. Total of about 10 miles, 10.3 miles. Went down to, what did I say, 59%. Mixed speeds, just cruising around. Let it rest after that 10 miles, back up to 65% to do that battery cycle. I do have the battery blender installed now. It is a 72 volt max battery blender with maximum 60 amps. So it should work out nicely. I only have the external battery connected at the moment. Here is the original bike battery. So the stock battery is right here. I'll connect it to the port A here. And after I do a few cycles, like I mentioned, on this external battery, I'll fully charge both, 100%, double the range at that point, for a total of 40,000 milliamp hours at 60 volts. I think it's going to work out nicely. Fits just right. I had to use double-side tape just to anchor it down.